Well, this week on Dateline School, I have the privilege of talking with the principal from Central Middle School about a unique program he brought to his building called the African American Male Mentoring Program. And Shawn, you've given us some descriptions of the people who've been involved, how many kids and all that. So describe what happens when these guys had the opportunity to come to your building and meet with your students.
So we do it during lunch, so we're not interrupting class. And so Mr. Reverend Crittenden has done a great job of creating an agenda for the kids. And so he has things that he wants to discuss and want to have a discussion with the kids about. We provide pizza, so that's always a hook. And we have pop for them. And the kids come down and they actually like sitting down as a group of young men. So we always give them that time to get their food and for them to have an opportunity to talk to each other. And then we spend about 15 minutes and we just go over how things are going throughout the day, how things went over the past week. Then Pastor Crittenden does a great job of really kind of setting the tone for what are the expectations for the next week. We ask them about grades. We ask them about how they're getting along with each other, how they're getting along with their peers. And the one thing that we added last year was having them hold each other accountable. And so if we have a goal, so we say we want no referrals for the week, okay? And so we tell them, okay, we don't want any referrals for you, but also you have to look out for your brother that's sitting next to you. Make sure that if he's on the verge of getting a referral, you pull him aside and have a conversation with him. And the kids have actually taken to that whole message of holding each other accountable.
Okay, I was going to ask you, how are the kids doing with that? Because I imagine for most kids, that's got to be pretty tough to do, to step up and say, hey, Shawn, I noticed something. You need to back off, or whatever the situation may be.
Well, and what's so funny is when he first introduced that, we had kids come in the next week and give examples of how they actually did that.
Wow.
And so it's very powerful. And they like the fact that we want them to hold each other accountable. So they got a kick out of it, and it really did reap some good benefits.
Yeah, nothing showing like they have some power that they can have an influence of others.
Absolutely, absolutely.
We'll be back with more tomorrow. For Dateline Schools, I'm Terry Hunt.